You've probably seen the house with those creepy eye-like windows, 112 Ocean Avenue in Amityville, New York. It looks like any other suburban home, but what happened inside has become one of America's most terrifying and debated ghost stories. Was it a real haunting or a brilliant hoax? Let's uncover the chilling events of the Amityville Horror. Our story begins not with a ghost, but with a horrific crime. In November 1974, the DeFeo family lived in the house. One night, the eldest son, 23-year-old Ronald DeFeo Jr., took a rifle and methodically murdered his parents and his 4 younger siblings as they slept in their beds. What's truly bizarre is that the neighbors heard nothing, and all 6 victims were found lying face down, as if they never even woke up. During his trial, DeFeo Jr.'s story kept changing. First, he blamed a mob hit, then he claimed he heard voices in the house, telling him to do it. This was the first dark stain on the property's history, but it wasn't the last. Even before the DeFeo murders, the land itself was said to have a dark past. Some claim it was once used by a local Native American tribe to house the sick and insane, leaving behind a residue of suffering. Others speak of a man who practiced dark magic on the property centuries ago. These stories, whether true or just local legends, added to the growing sense that the house was somehow tainted long before the DeFeo family ever moved in. Just over a year later, in December 1975, the Lutz family, George, Kathy, and their 3 children bought the house for a bargain price. They knew about the murders, but believed it was just a house. They were excited for a new beginning in their dream home. They even kept some of the DeFeo's furniture. It seemed like the perfect fresh start, but their dream would turn into a nightmare in just 28 days. The strange occurrences started almost immediately. The family complained of intense, unnatural cold spots in certain rooms. Even when the heating was cranked up, doors would slam shut on their own, and strange, sickeningly sweet smells would appear and disappear without explanation. One of the most disgusting phenomena was a mysterious green slime that would ooze from the walls in the hallway and keyholes. No matter how many times they cleaned it, it always came back. George Lutz, the patriarch of the family, began to change dramatically. He became sullen, angry, and withdrawn. He suffered from constant chills and became obsessed with keeping the fireplace roaring day and night, using up cords of wood. He stopped bathing, his health declined, and he would wake up every single night at 3:15 a.m., the exact time the DeFeo murders were believed to have taken place. His personality shifted so much that he began to resemble Ronald DeFeo Jr., both in appearance and aggressive behavior. While exploring the house, the Lutzes discovered a small, hidden room in the basement. It wasn't on the blueprints. It was painted blood red from floor to ceiling. The family dog refused to go near it, and anyone who entered the red room felt an overwhelming sense of dread and unease. The family believed this secret space was a gateway or a focal point for the evil in the house. Perhaps the most unsettling part of the story involves the youngest daughter, Missy. She developed an imaginary friend named Jody. At first, Kathy and George thought it was normal, until Missy described Jody as a demonic-looking pig with glowing red eyes. One night, George was horrified to see a pair of glowing red eyes staring back at him from Missy's bedroom window. A moment later, he saw what looked like a large, pig-like creature outside. When he ran out to confront it, there was nothing there but cloven hoofprints left in the snow. Seeking help, the Lutzes invited a Catholic priest, Father Mancuso, to bless the house. As he entered the home and began sprinkling holy water, he was hit by an invisible force. A deep, booming male voice screamed at him, "Get out!" The priest fled in terror, and later suffered from a high fever, blisters on his hands resembling stigmata, and a series of unexplained accidents. He repeatedly called the Lutzes, begging them to leave the house, but the phone line would always cut out with static whenever he tried to warn them. The paranormal activity escalated violently. George started hearing phantom sounds of a marching band in the living room and what sounded like the front door slamming open and shut, but it was always found locked. Kathy reported levitating a few inches off her bed while she slept. One night, a crucifix on the wall turned upside down on its own and emitted a foul odor. The children were also terrorized, with their beds shaking and invisible forces slapping them. Furniture would move on its own, and the sounds of gunshots would echo through the empty halls. The family's breaking point came on their 28th and final night. The activity reached a terrifying crescendo. The walls of the house seemed to whisper and move as if they were breathing. Doors were ripped from their hinges, and unseen entities roamed the halls, calling out the children's names in distorted voices. George and Kathy saw a hooded figure with half its face blown away, pointing at them. Terrified for their lives, the family grabbed nothing but the clothes on their backs, fled into the night, and never, ever returned. In the aftermath, the Lutz family's story became a media sensation. They gave countless interviews, all while appearing genuinely traumatized by their experience. They passed lie detector tests and seemed to truly believe what they had endured. Their story was so compelling that it caught the attention of the most famous paranormal investigators of the time. Ed and Lorraine Warren. The Warrens conducted a seance in the house with a team of investigators and a TV crew. Lorraine, a clairvoyant, was immediately overwhelmed by what she described as a demonic presence. She felt the lingering sadness of the DeFeo family and claimed the house was a portal to something hellish. During their investigation, they captured one of the most famous paranormal photographs of all time. It appears to show the ghost of a little boy with glowing white eyes peeking out from a doorway. Many believe this is the spirit of one of the murdered DeFeo children. But was any of it true? The Amityville Horror is plagued by controversy. Skeptics argue that the Lutzes fabricated the entire story for fame and fortune. Ronald DeFeo, JR's own lawyer, admitted that he and the Lutzes created this horror story over many bottles of wine. Researchers have pointed out inconsistencies in the family's accounts and a lack of physical evidence for many of their claims. However, believers stand firm. They point to the priest's testimony, the Warrens' investigation, and the sheer number of unexplained phenomena that the family reported. They argue that the Lutzes passed polygraph tests and left behind all their possessions, something people running a scam would be unlikely to do. The debate rages on, with compelling arguments on both sides, leaving the truth shrouded in mystery. The Amityville house still stands today, a silent monument to one of America's greatest ghost stories. The events that took place within its walls have terrified millions and left us with an enduring question. Was a family tormented by a demonic force, or did they pull off an elaborate hoax? So, what do you think? Was the Amityville haunting real? And the ultimate question, would you dare to spend a night in that house? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more journeys into the unknown.